Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Strategic Command World War 1 Empires in Turmoil, the Shadow of the Tsar scenario versus Balthazor Strategic Arcana. We are playing the whites, he's playing the reds. It is our rematch, and we're getting into my 14th turn in September 1919. And yeah, he chooses, still it's kind of the same as the last one. He chose the radical approach to attack mostly the Ural whites, leaving us some space to crawl up the remaining areas with the southern whites. Now we see some kind of a front next to the northwestern whites, so there must be slowly we see more resistance building up. Wow, why was that so painful? Okay, nice, nice, they survived actually. The enemy seems to reshuffle around here. Johnny's army marching in here. Okay. The enemy showing its teeth, interesting. And I feel like there was a change in the strategy even. As I feel like there's no intensification of the attacks on the Ural whites, rather they took units from there to bring them somewhere else. Anti-Bolshevik attacks in Smolensk, yeah. Oh, it's got backing the White Terror and all the butchery, tell me, comrade. Yeah. Whatever. What is he talking about? I don't understand. Butchery. And interesting, this front, actually he also retreated with some units here, so constant reshuffle. That is interesting that we... What, supply 0? God damn it. That's not good. In this case, we're going to start in the north always. This is really sad. By the way, after the last turn, I kind of made a plan in my head regarding when are we getting our naval infantry. December, okay. Well, since the enemy used it here on Lake Ladago, I never thought about using it on lakes, but also Onega might be But actually, I thought there might be a better attack. Like without checking the map, I thought Onega might go down to Tichvin or something. We shall see. First of all, we need to definitely retreat over here. Yes, let's do this immediately. What's the other boys here? Okay, once we're already here, we can do the white ones. We're gonna operate, I think, since we still cannot operate them down here, so it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, let's just move forward then. Sad. At some point we'll need that. Alright, let's get the overview since we can ignore the northern whites now. Nothing new here. I'm really surprised by these counterattacks here, or these on the Ukrainians. I mean, this costed us something, but also revealed the enemy over here. Well, we don't have to hold the line over here. We can quickly go back and actually recover in areas where it might be useful. See if Orsha is actually not occupied. Okay, since we didn't really face these desertions of the Poles and they have full fighting spirit, and would use the core also to take Orsha. I think I'm gonna violate the usage of with the Poles a bit in order to make some use of them. And also I forgot totally. I think I'm gonna do this immediately before I forget further measures. We have to guide Julia Poliet for partisans, and I'm gonna bring a Polish division there. Chasing the partisans here. Let's do it systematically. However, yeah, the Polish division, I think I'm gonna. Actually, they don't even have to operate, so yeah, they can chill here and occupy here for. This is pissing me off that I don't make any progress regarding taking out these boys down here, and hope we can siege them down over time. Right, yeah, here, this is my favorite piece, that Buzuluk here. 3. Can we take, I mean, they would take here Burguslan, but I'm really excited to raid just around them here. Kind of, yeah. And this is really funny. Can we... Yeah, we can bring them the strength. Actually, I think I will do that even. That's so annoying for the enemy. And he just couldn't kick me out with one strength. I think I'm gonna reinforce them. This big sense, especially since he retreated from over here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... It seems like the attack on the Euros has been stopped, or he decided to use their troops differently, since suddenly we see more troops showing up down here. Ah, they opened up the road to Saratov, which is... I mean, we took out the... we took out the garrison over there. Seems like he's taking it more serious now here. From here off also we're seeing some resistance here, including corps, and here Bujoni's cavalry army has shown up. So shift in strategy. Okay, guys, let's... Yeah, well, in the end we cannot do too much. We have to use the momentums, I guess, where... Also with the southern whites, where we can keep on going. Maybe I'm actually going to attack Voronezh directly now. Since we see more resistance up here, it might be useful to just make use of our troops quickly. We'll see. Very interesting situation. I would really like to know if Orenburg is still occupied or not at all. But we're gonna start at one. Okay, slowly. In the north again. We have, with the northern ones, we have 128. Should we... Also, I hope I'm not forgetting to get into the statistics a bit for you guys, because I feel like I have ignored it a bit too much so far. Actually, we can just double check here already, since this is running out. Yep. That this is going to continue, that's good. And then let's get here to the northwestern whites and yeah. I don't wanna... No. Still don't wanna run this attack, I think. I'm gonna maybe upgrade with the remaining ones a bit. I'm gonna bring them here. And actually what I've been considering now is more that we are gonna reinforce our ships here. And I think I'm gonna pound Narva. This is so annoying. How did he manage to get like stronger results on us? And this doesn't hurt Narva here. I thought we might reduce the supply, but maybe we need the capital ships for that. Nevertheless, I'm gonna invest my 40 MPPs here into the cruiser to upgrade them a bit later in the CVL and see that we might harass them a bit more over here. Actually, I'm surprised we're getting a 2-1 here from the Estonians. Yeah, we definitely have to force march these boys here to prepare for the attack, essentially. And I think we have to bring in the new technology. That's basically what, yeah. Mostly here. 25 for the Freikorps, wow. Why is it so expensive? Is it the division? Let's have a quick look of the division. Why is the division so cheap and the Freikorps so expensive? Or the Latvian units? I think they're even smaller. Yeah, division 13. Well, I'm gonna prioritize actually here the Estonians so we can shuffle and also bring the others one into technology. And I think if we have actually 4 units and the train here, we might be able to attack. Since, yeah. Let's do that, and maybe, nah, fuck that, that's not relevant right now. I am going to then at least establish here a front line that is coherent. These boys. And with the real attack, I think we're going to wait until next turn probably, when we have more units available. Let them rest for one more turn. I mean, we could bring this core here. I think the first attack will be actually here on Ostrov. Oh, but we see now that the southern flank of Ostrov is not exposed at all. Okay. Then with the Poles, I'm gonna do the upgrades where we haven't done them. Right, for this one we need essentially... Okay, Orsha is now manned, good to know. They control here these partisans, that's fine. Let's bring back these boys. Yeah, northeast of the Berenzina, I want to get out here again. I don't want to provoke it too much, but good to know that Orsha is manned. We can repeat this depending and check out if there's a possibility or not. Every single turn if necessary. I think I would like to actually open up the possibility for this railway here. There's no partisans to fear. And this division here is... I hope we have good supply over here. Yeah, they won't chase us over there, I think. I mean, bringing the poles here into action. Yeah, they can't control the... It was a bit too far away. I'm hopeful that... Let's bring in this reinforcement so we might be able to shuffle in. Also, I'm gonna move up the... The next turn it should be supplied. Oh yeah, now it is. Bringing up the HQ a bit further. Bringing force in here. And... Yeah, I should have... I could have disrupted here, but it's just nice to get some more reconnaissance. I think this is here mostly Bujoni's army. It's not strong, it's just cavalry in the end. I mean, we could try to push towards... What do we have available? With our course, we can essentially move up and attack them here and try to cut it off from the Don. I think, actually, I'm gonna keep my original plan. Just going to get some more reconnaissance in. Do we have a good... I mean the... Okay, he has now still Denikin, that's the worst general, or worse, yep. Has 2 cores now, right, or what? No, Wrangel has 2, Denikin has 1, but we can't reach that one. No, it's fine. It is fine, and I think we can, all of our cores can actually reach this position. That's great. So I think this is gonna be the place where I'm going to start the attack, whilst the rest is going up to Orel. But yeah, let's use our... cars here. Nice. Gathering some more information. Yeah. I think we don't need so much more info actually. 4. 2 moves, 2 action points, 3. Okay, we gotta start from... This core can remain anywhere in this... Wow! Lovely. Taking out... We took already out here the Cuffs division. That's beautiful. I think we're gonna... Actually, we can keep up the pressure. They're not gonna harm us too much over here. Supply should be fine. I'm gonna move up also our units a bit, and I think I'm gonna actually move our cavalry here to cut off Voronezh, at least from this side already. Well, actually, we can cut them off from this side too. Yeah, we will also. That's beautiful. So that Voronezh and these divisions are least trapped and cannot be operated, or new reinforcements can be brought in. Yeah, that's beautiful. Actually, these boys can even go further. But let's see what we see with our Cav here. They even have a 1-1 attack. That's sad. Not too good. And the supply is the big question. I mean, Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna use these boys here. I think 3 divisions are going to siege Voronezh. Yeah, the time has come to start this. But since this is a core, we're just gonna dig in for the moment. Not gonna waste MPP here. Oh damn, they can't dig in anymore. Damn it. I would hope, to be honest, that... no chance here. But that's okay. Actually, this is already disrupted, so great for us. I think I'm gonna also bring Wrangel up here. Because we have to follow up anyways. Then this division, they don't have new technology yet, but... Actually, then we just bring him here. The push goes here into this breach. That's actually, I'm really happy by the result so far. Would like to take out this one as well to have really like a gap in here where we do not have too many other units in the area. Especially from the run, but it is what it is. We can even they can still get out here to the west. But I don't want to be too offensive over here. I don't want to risk my units. It's just nice to change a bit the situation. I should have rather went here and dug in, to be honest. But okay, it is what it is. Oh damn it, we had to strike with these guys. Totally forgot it was not that greatly done. But okay. I think we're gonna use both of our cavalries over here to attack them a bit from the rear. Yeah, so much about Bujoni's army. Ukraine ends here, right? We are in good supply over here, actually, so I don't mind the situation too much. There will be, of course, counterattacks and punishments, especially here the core and so forth, and here directly next to Voronezh, but I doubt it's gonna be too intense. Cut these boys off. They should next turn. Yeah, we're not gonna finish them off. It's actually good, so we can... I mean, they might escape, but they will be without supply. Here, this one we can stand this battle, I think. I'll go take this place, yeah, a little bit closer. Nice, and we basically look at this, how close Moscow already suddenly is. I understand why the enemy decided to maybe take things a little bit more serious. Actually, why do I have to defend here this situation? I might be actually... If the enemy really wants to come close, we can fight them with the Polish tanks, so... Actually, I might bring the Ukrainians here to secure a bit our... Yeah, to secure our flank for the HQs a little bit with this division. That's the idea. But that doesn't look too bad, does it? Do we have new units at the Poles? Yeah, I think they're rather here in Vilnius. In the end, we'll see. I can get the upgrade, by the way. Where are we gonna use them? Polish have 100 for research. I guess that's... Here's only one is possible, right? So then let's do infantry warfare. Oh, we're already at the max. Sad. You know what I'm gonna get is an airship. Just because it's... Yeah, because... once again, he can avoid fighting the Poles a little bit, but we want them to be like supportive for the rest, and that's why I took spying and intelligence. And I think I'm gonna get an airship, a little bit unconventional, but it will provide us with some reconnaissance from the Berenzina, basically. So just for this sake, it might be useful. Alrighty, then continue down here. I'm not unhappy with the situation, definitely not. Here we're just gonna upgrade. Hold the line with these boys, that's actually good. And I think I'm gonna, yeah, retreat a bit again. They have to upgrade anyways, they can't be brought to 10, right? So let's bring them here. And I think I'm also gonna bring this, rather stay compact here. Kamchin, I can also go just to here. And we're tying down a lot of troops here, that's the beauty. And I think I'm gonna move just here. Nice way, we have a better, even... This is like suddenly a strong defense. I'm pretty sure there will also be some HQ, so I'm kind of expect a swing actually to attack our Dawn Division Cossacks over here next turn. But actually with some, maybe I'm also, if Tambov is constantly occupied, I think the revolution that I was talking about is not happening, so maybe we're also gonna push through to Tambov. If we can cut off here this section, that would be actually lovely. Okay, okay. Almost getting to the Urals already. Let's bring the Terror up here. Any chance there will be a better supply next turn? No, Pugachev isn't ready yet. And we have to go over here, and I think I will send... We need 6 essentially. Gonna have these boys just these cavalry dig in just to secure the HQ quickly, even though they are kind of good. And bring the other troops eastwards where we can hopefully reinforce them next turn. Actually, these guys can already push up, and I will. Just to see what's going on in the area. And we're gonna bring them back to 6 here. Perfect. And this is I'm really happy about that they came in, and now we can. I think I'm gonna definitely do that. Yeah, it's expensive. 35, man. That takes us a lot of time over here, but we can shuffle, right? They have so little MPP, the Ural Whites. That's the problem. I'm kind of considering going into the offensive, by the way. Here, not in the, but not brutally, but a bit. But I think I want those guys to last. And I'm also going to check, as I said before, I'm going to check if there's somebody here in Orenburg. Yeah, there is. I think they won't come for these guys. They don't know how weak they are. So... Gonna go here. And also taking this one. I mean, that will take them out of supply. It's just... super annoying for the enemy. I mean, they will reach Bugoslan and get supply. And I might lose this division also at some point. But I feel like this raiding here in the back of the enemy is really, really annoying. And I'm gonna push that in. Bring that core here. I don't know for how long it's gonna rest here, since we basically can't afford to upgrade them. That makes me happy. Little things sometimes. 19, yeah, basically we cannot do only for the division, we can do an upgrade. That's actually kind of worth it. Or here the upgrade, finally taking them to 10. Yeah, exactly 19, perfect. Since we don't have to... I want to see what's up, to be honest. So I'm moving up here. I'm not taking this upgraded division, if you core, if you're wondering, because I wanted to also have the chance to dig in here. Wow, it looks like really the enemy did a full switch. I'm not impressed. Surprised, I would rather say, since these boys also dig in, surely. Oh, seems like we can hold Kungur. Then we're gonna shuffle these boys upwards. And we're gonna chase them down to some extent. Or not chase them down, but push up again. Maybe he also wants to just lure me out of my situation over there. I have to change that, by the way, the support on next turn at least. Who's supporting whom? And these boys. Yeah, so that he can't feel like we don't have the chance to add any pressure, that's the idea. And then we have to shuffle in, of course. Wow, a little sad that they did so much damage to the division, but it was fighting so bravely before. Yeah, here, let's... Oh, nice. Let's hope he forgets about those. I hope we can use these divisions again. I have to look it up, actually, where these little rebellions can happen. Nice. Here we're building up. Here we're like facing... This is the breakthrough here. One division out. I mean, we're gonna lose probably... I can imagine we're losing a division too, but basically we took 2 divisions out and opened up this gap in between. It's really painful for the enemy. And Voronezh... It's gonna be interesting to see if he evacuates or not. Yeah. Alrighty. Basically we have 385 for the southern whites. Yeah, this is something where I really think... Oh, well, we should get this logistics. I think I will also. This is where I really think this is the downside of his strategy, since we haven't really faced too much battle with the southern whites. We were able to take a couple of ground resources, big cities like Kharkov, I guess. I mean, value 16 MPP, that's quite a good one. Same here, 12, that's not bad. And it adds up, all these mines and so forth. And with those, I feel like we're getting a stronger and stronger army that with the southern whites, because we have been purchasing stuff all over the place. Let's see where we continue. I would like, at some point, we're going to replace him here with another one. And I think I do want, since we ordered already 1 Ukrainian corps. Yeah, I would love to order another one for Ukraine, because then we're gonna bring a good commander in here. We have should be having 2 divisions, 2 corps, so we have slowly a substantial army. And unlike the Poles, they can cross the border. So we have the whites pushing on Moscow, and these guys can potentially, the Ukrainians, push here to take the western flank and push towards Smolensk, because the Kuban ones can't buy another one, I think. Nope. The Tereks could. The Don Kazakhs always could, yeah. I mean, they were okay. Yeah, wouldn't hurt them either. Maybe let's do the Don Kazakhs first, because they also get it. No, I'm staying with my original thought and getting another corps for the Ukrainians, because, and that's the second Ukrainian and Zaporizhian one. Since I want to build up this army to an entity that we can use properly over here, so we're gonna get 2 more corps. Look at that, our strength is incoming. We're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more corps by the end of the year, plus, or by the end of the year, by beginning of next year, plus the tank corps. That's quite a hefty support that we're gonna get in. Also, we're gonna start to fill up the 50 over here, starting another logistics chit for the southern whites. And actually, since we're having increasingly this problem of partisans, and I don't want to waste too many divisions, I'm considering also... Oh, the Southern Whites don't have militias. Okay. Then I guess it's gonna be another Ukrainian militia. Yep. Gonna get another Ukrainian militia on top. Exactly. So we have some basically for blocking off roads and controlling partisans. That's the idea with those guys. Oh, Scott backing the White Turn, all the butcher. Tell me, Conrad. So far, we've only heard about strikes, butchery, and unrest in Moscow, and Smolensk. The people are longing to be freed from red terror. They need our whatever. Yeah, fine. Not more possibly. I'm also looking forward here to the Estonians, and with having 3 corps, we should be able actually to attack Ostrov or Pskov. This is going to be to decide where we rather focus first. The rest has to wait. Actually, was there something we could do about these guys? Nope. I think maybe I should bring them here just in case, so we can actually, if we want to reinforce them, which we couldn't right now. So yeah, let's have the Latvians be here. That's good. Alright guys, let's quickly finish the turn. Oh wow, I'm really excited here, but let's call it a breakthrough because I think it is. This will stress the enemy a lot, I think. Wow, I feel like our defense here was very successful. Like, given, don't want to know how much operation cost he spent so far for bringing the troops back and forth. Okay, let's finish. Boston police strike for paying Union recognition. No, I heard about this in uni actually. Northern White's infantry weapons 1. Nice, it's good that we already double-shifted there this turn. And that's about it. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think and what's on your heart and minds. Consider the 7 turns. It's even more that we might be in when this is releasing. So yeah. Thank you so much for that. And then most importantly, if you haven't yet, it would be fantastic if you leave me and Balthazor both a like and subscription to support our project. It would be really nice of you. Thank you so much for that. And then most importantly, or second importantly, see you next time in the next episode when we continue with this. Thanks for watching. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.